Greetings YouTube and welcome to the Blue Corner, and in this video we're going to be doing a Cardfight Vanguard market watch, as it's been a long time since I've done one of these and I have been intensely curious to see how the secondary market has been affected by recent spoilers and older spoilers like the Revival Collection. I never did make a video talking about that. Long story short, I've always been pro reprints. I like the idea. This game just desperately needs this kind of shit because people have wanted to get in this game, but the prices of certain decks have just completely put them off. The big offender, or one of the big offenders, Aquaforce. Lambros was incredibly difficult for people to get because he was like a $60 to $70 card forever, especially if you're a Canadian, then you had to pay even more. Now, though, because of the Revival Collection, some of these cards have tanked considerably. And in addition to that, Dragonic Vanquisher VMAX got spoiled the other day, and he's had an effect on the market too. We'll talk about that in a bit. So first off, I just want to quickly look over Soaring Ascended Gale and Blossom as a whole. This was an older set, so a lot of its cards have become more difficult to find, and as a result, their values, in addition to just hype prices in general, are causing them to go up. And let's see. So market price for Lambros SPs are 48. I remember this being really close to the $100 mark, so that's a nice change to see. Conquest Dragon's about 45 for his SP. I remember him being higher too. I think he was like 70 at one point, back when back when Set 5 was a thing and Brawlers were super hype. Let's see, Hearthstone Worker is still 42, Magnum Hearts 32, Triple R Lambros, market price $26. Again, this guy used to be in the $50 to $60 range. Although if you ask this guy, last save point, he thinks it should be 83. Get the fuck out of here. This guy's prices are obscene. I don't know where these people get off trying to list their cards at that value. They're never going to move them. People are like, F this shit. I'm going to go on eBay. But still, the fact that Lambros is more or less dropped in half since the announcement of the Revival Collection, I'm sure some people will be upset because they did drop a fair amount of dough on the Lambroses. If you managed to move them before then great for you. If you've been holding on to them all this time, it's unfortunate, but just kind of how it is with this kind of thing. Again, though, the needs of the many have always outweighed the needs of the few, in my opinion. And the fact that more people will be actually able to play Aquaforce who couldn't play it before because of the price, it's amazing. Let's see. Regular Conquest Dragons are $23. I think that's a reasonable price for them. That's the same value as Grade 4 Nitros. And Conquest Dragon is pretty good in all Narukami variants. He's one of the few G units that can be played in all Narukami variants. And he's not. Then we don't know if he's going to get reprinted in the set. Gauntlet Buster's confirmed, but who knows about Conquest? I wouldn't fault you for picking them up right now if you could, especially if you can get them for under 30. And just going further down, Dragonic Vanquisher. So Vanquisher himself is starting to climb up as a result of VMAX being spoiled. The SP Vanquisher market price is 17, but there aren't very many of these cards left. There's like, I think only one on here, and looking on eBay, I don't think I've been able to find any SP base Vanquishers. I've got two myself. I've been wanting to make my playset complete forever. Oh wait, there's just this guy, but I don't know how long this is gonna last. But anyway, so Vanquisher himself is starting to go up. His SP, aside from like the one or two left, is probably going to be setting you back $30. And then Dragon Dancer Anastasia, her market value may be 13, but there are none left of that value. Last save point is actually one of the few reasonable prices for that. If you look on eBay, you'll see that her value is about 18, 22, 23, 20, 18, and that's really it. There aren't a whole lot of these on the market. Let's see. Vianne's about $1.35. Not bad, but she's a common, so it shouldn't be that difficult to find her. But long story short, if you want to play Gina Arakami, you kind of have to run these because the deck does not unflip very often. It's basically this and the stand trigger. And once these things get sold out online, you kind of just have to hope to God that she gets reprinted in the SP pack, but I doubt it. And I think it will be our Thunderstrike PG that does. So unfortunately, you kind of have to get on these. You're going to have to bite the bullet and buy them at their price. And then original Vanquisher himself is running about $20, and that seems to be the average. Again, the very few that are on eBay are a little bit. Oh, actually, a couple of them are actually under that, but you can also see there aren't very many Dragonic Vanquishers left. And then there's Voltage himself. He's starting to go up as well. Yeah. Just quickly jump over here. Like his SP's $40 now when a couple weeks ago it was under 30. Like I was contemplating picking up a playset of SP voltages, but I decided, nah, I don't need to. I can just get them SP'd later. I want to finish building Grand Blue and Neo Nectar in this first. And well, kind of kicking myself for it because the SPs again are 40 and like the original voltages themselves I've jumped up to 20. His market value may be under $10, but that's assuming you can even find any. Like if I just limit this to voltage himself, you'll see that there's like one English copy. Oh yeah, one English copy that's under 10. There's another one that's under 10, and another one, and then another one that's under 10. Like there's a couple of these online left, but they aren't going to last. And then after that, you're gonna have to start paying $20 for these things. So that's kind of on the unfortunate side. And then as far as some of the other cards go, like the Vanquisher crit hasn't gone up too much yet. I think he's still at under $10. He's probably gonna get the SP reprint though. Also, this thing about Vanquisher Voltage to keep in the back of our minds too is he's also getting reprinted not once but twice. He's going to be in the Triple R pack, much like how Draconic Descendant is. In addition to that, he's also going to get probably the SP pack reprint. So you'll have two opportunities to get another copy of Voltage. So I don't think he's going to skyrocket any higher than he already is, but still, he is more or less doubled since the last week or so. And then as a bit of a fallout because of that, actually, let's just quickly skip ahead a bit. I think I have, yeah, ResFs around that. Yeah, and next, the fallout. Because of VMAX requiring an empty board in order to get his ping effect off, people are immediately starting to stock up on Dark Element Dismals in order to counteract this, as Dismal is a G Guardian that completely stops VMAX from resolving his full effect. There are a few online that are around $10, but he is more or less jumped up to 15, and people are buying them out. Well, they're not completely buying them out. There's still quite a few left. I mean, Super Gaming has over 30 of these. It just comes down to how many are you going to run. One is probably going to be like the recommended minimum, and then two, but you're also cutting into space for your own specific G Guardians. But still, the fact that this guy has jumped up as high as he has because of this is kind of silly. Yeah, he's been going up in his price trend. So that's the immediate things I wanted to bring to mind. Also, I was curious about how Draconic Descendant was doing after his effect got revealed, and or rather after Zillion got revealed, and he turned out to be not that great. Turns out I was kind of correct. When Zillion's picture was first revealed, the card spiked up to over $25 to $30 for the triple R. But now, as you can see, he's kind of dropped back down to 15, which is where I think he belongs. Zillion's and I guess it sounds like my opinion on Zillion keeps going up and down. But to be perfectly honest, I think he's a fair card in a deck that needed a busted card to be good. I mean, Zillion's still an okay card. If your opponent's at 4 damage, like kind of have to respect it. But it's not the card that Descendant needed in order to become a truly amazing deck, especially when Voltage and Vanquisher is already looking just so much better based on just its GR alone. So those are the quick things I wanted to point out. I'm actually curious to see where Storm Dominator Thavas is. Where is he? What's that? What's the name of that set? Divine Dragon Vibration, Wrestling Divas, Academy Divas. Where is that damn clan booster? We'll just eBay this guy. Sorry, I'm Storm Dominator Commander Thavas, because he's also getting the Triple R reprint. And he is roughly 40, 47, 50, so he's in the $50 range. Still a bit pricey, I'm curious to see how much he'll go down, if any, when the Triple R reprint comes. So I think those are like the key cards I want to mention. I was also curious about Raging Form Dragon, but he hasn't gone up too much. I think he's about $10 for the Triple R. I'm sure he'll go up a little bit more when the Raging Form Dragon Stride gets revealed, but for the time being, though, I just was curious about the immediate fallout after the revelation that A, VMAX is a thing, and B, the Revival Collection is coming up. Actually, what's Aura Geyser? Ah, there we go. Aura Geyser Dragon. He was another pretty money card, and he has dropped down to $26 for the Triple R. Not bad. I mean, let's see. Some of them are still high, but he will go lower and lower as more and more people come to realization that people are not going to drop $30+ on a card that they're really only going to earn two of in their Ritual deck or their Diablo deck. I don't. Is there really a need for 4 copies of this guy? I don't know. I'm not a Shadow Paladin player, so I can't really give my real input. But so yeah, I hope this was a bit interesting for you guys. Um, I'll probably do another one of these Market Watch videos as we get closer to the Gear Chronicle Clan booster, and as we get close, once more details on Set 9 get revealed, i.e. for the Spike Brothers, uh, Rising, Nova, Vanguard. Because the new Spike Brothers stride is actually okay. So except expertise, Rising Nova, G guy. Yeah, he's gone up a bit as well because his stride fusion is really good. Spikes are looking to be kind of scary again, and that's one deck that I will never enjoy playing against. As spikes are just when they go off, there's not a whole lot you can do, and you're just going to have to sit there and take it. Unless you're playing a clan that is able to actually stop them from making their plays on their turn, it's like, oh, I forget what the one card is, but it's like if Spike Brothers go first, they G Guardian, and then they get to access their Super Stride on their Falling Stride turn, you'll probably die. And Miracle Ace, is that the name? I think that's it. So yeah, Spike Brothers, if you plan on picking up the G deck, I'd start grabbing this shit right now because it's only gonna get higher and higher as more and more cards get spoiled. Because at the very least, the charge deck is looking kind of legitimate coming out of the set. So that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Fellow Narcomic players, rejoice. Our stuff has finally become valuable again. And for people who didn't pick up on this stuff, rip. But until then, until next time I talk to you guys again, this is yeah, thanks for watching the Blue Corner, and this is Blue Star 9 jacking out.